This next segment is a little graphic. We're going to try to tone it down for you because it's very, very important that we talk about it. Pedophiles are utilizing the internet, as you probably already know, to prey upon children. And there's only one man brave enough to tackle the issue, and he joins us now. Please welcome to the show, Alex Rosen. He is the Predator Poacher. Alex, I'm very happy to have you on the show. I've been watching your page, and I love having you on to catch our audience up to date as to what you're working on. But you recently caught one that, and the last three have turned my stomach, but it's important that we discuss how vile these creatures are. This individual's name is James, and he admitted to you online that he was molesting his stepson. We've got the video footage here, and we've also got a quick soundbite from that interaction. So let's play that soundbite, and I'm going to have you explain to our audience what actually took place here.
All right. Basically, I don't want to hear the same story twice. So if you confirm it for us and we know it's all good, I'm cool with that.
I mean, it might have been longer than what.
Okay, so
Like how long?
yeah, like realistically, was it was it like an hour? Was it just a couple minutes?
Probably just a couple of minutes.
Okay, so no homo. What was he? Pretend this is. I know this isn't actually the size of your. I saw the pic, but
I wish.
me too. I wouldn't. I'd have I'd have a way hotter wife if that was the case. What was he doing to your for a couple minutes? Demonstrating.
Right.
Just you off. Is that kind of accurate? What?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, I need to stop him, but
It's infuriating when you hear him describing it. How did you guys come across this individual, and tell us the backstory on all of that?
Well, he messaged our 13-year-old boy decoy on a very common app that everybody knows about. And surprisingly, he was very open about what he wanted to do. He wanted to arrange a threesome with who he thought was a 13-year-old boy, his real 11-year-old stepson. And we knew immediately that he was doing stuff to his stepkid. I mean, it was very obvious. He even sent a photo in the chat of his stepson in a very compromising position. We're on TV, so I'm just going to assume, I'm just going to leave that up to the imagination. So we approached him at his home under the, with the hope that we can get him to admit to molesting his stepson. And he did, of course, what he, did, where it's like, oh, well, he just did it to me. That's an easy out for them to take when it's obvious that they're caught. And he ended up getting charged with predatory sexual assault. And the reason I stuck my arm out is because when this video eventually hits a courtroom, if it goes to that point, I think he's probably going to take a plea deal. You know, it's pretty damning when he's just rubbing on my hand and describing that's what his 11-year-old stepson is doing to him. So, yeah, he ended up getting charged with predatory sexual assault, and luckily that kid is away from that monster.
It's so sick that these are the people we're living amongst, and it's horrifying to think just that. But Alex, honestly, if you weren't doing all of this and you weren't confronting these individuals, I don't think law enforcement would be doing this. And it's not just this person. You've had yourself a busy week. Jeff Griswold, I want to bring this up because you just posted this. This is an individual who came to meet up with somebody who he thought was a like-minded mother, a pedo mother, as you describe it, who had two kids. And then he admits to you as well that he molested four relatives, including an infant, it looks like. Tell us a little bit about this reaction, because I know this gave you the chills as well.
Yes, so Jeff is probably the sickest pedo we've ever caught when it comes to at least what they have admitted to. He found us on Blue Sky, shocker, and we jumped over to another app to message him, and he was under the impression we lived 2 hours away from him, and eventually he shows up to meet a mom and an 11-year-old and a 13-year-old. And just on the hidden camera, he's going into a lot of detail about what he's done to his kid and grandkids when they were less than a month old. And I mean, this guy was by far like evil, just staring evil right in the face. I approach him. He admits to the same stuff. He's actively molesting his own grandkid. Not anymore now. Now he's in Macomb County Jail in Michigan with no bond. I mean, they're keeping him in there. The detective called me today. They've gone through his phone, and he just described him as a very sad, sad man. So, I mean, I think he's going to get the rest of his life in prison for everything.
Yeah, as he should, as he should. And I want to remind our audience, if you wanted to dig into this yourself, head over to Alex's X page. It's I fight for kids. That's I fight for kids. That's where you're going to want to go. You can subscribe as well and support his work, because obviously you're doing this independent. But your work hasn't ended there. You also caught the head of OSHA, which I think is fascinating. He runs about 5 states for OSHA, Ross Yeager. Tell us about this one. Well, actually, we have a soundbite. So let's play the soundbite first, and then I'm going to have you talk about it. Let's take a listen.
Okay, so did Sorgen see your at all?
No. No.
Okay, so no, and I understand, dude, I fully understand, but obviously in this case, whatever happened has already happened, all right? It's about
Well, no, it's a police.
yeah. Did your how's it going, sir? We're just having a conversation here with Ross. He's the head of OSHA over 5 states for the federal government. Basically, you're not going to talk to a 13-year-old again, are you?
No.
Last time doing it?
Yeah, everything's deactivated and done.
Okay. You're not going to send a picture to one again, are you?
No.
Okay. And there's going to be no mishaps that happen
Did
like
my wife call?
there's going to be you're not going to send a pic to one again, are you? This last time doing something like this? Okay.
No.
All right. No more mishaps with your niece, right? With Sorgen?
No,
Okay.
they don't live here anymore. But
Okay.
No.
You're not going to rub her butt again. She's not going to brush your again.
No. No.
Okay. Well, yeah. This is kind of what's going on.
I mean, it's hard to believe that this individual is employed by our federal government, and then he's just so open about the dirty things he's done to children. It just, Alex, sometimes I just like to drag them straight to the chair because they're admitting these crimes straight to your face. What's going on here?
Well, so out of the 3 we're covering today, he's the one that has not been arrested yet. Montana's been a tough state for us to get any results in. It's one of the 4 states in the country, along with Alaska, Rhode Island, and South Dakota, that we do not have an arrest in yet. But we're hoping Ross is the first guy to change that for us. But yeah, he's I don't know if he still is anymore, not for long at least, head of OSHA over Montana, Colorado, Wyoming, and the Dakotas. And he was messaging multiple underage kids online under the assumption that they were underage. We were controlling one of those accounts. I don't know who's controlling the other one. If it might have been a real kid, might not, who knows. And he admitted to getting inappropriate with his niece. He didn't make a full admission to molestation, but that's for the police to decide if that happened or not in their investigation. But yeah, just completely under the radar for many, many years. I mean, I'm actually not surprised he's employed by the federal government. And as a matter of fact, that seems normal to me. But yeah, we're thinking it's gonna be the first Montana arrest. It's the video spread throughout Montana, and the citizens there are not too happy about him being free. So I think that's gonna change very soon.
Yeah, and it needs to. It needs these people belong in cages because they're animals, they're not people. And the types of behavior that they engage in is disgusting. But Alex, I'm thankful that you're out there and you're catching these creeps because sadly, our government, law enforcement doesn't take these crimes seriously and they're not out there doing the job that they should be doing. So, folks, if you'd like to support Alex's work, you got to head over to his local page and become a subscriber because you're doing great work. It's Predator Poachers. You're going to head over there to subscribe, Predator Poachers locals.com, and then also if you don't use locals, head over to his X page. You can subscribe. I can't speak today. It's like the Joe Biden thing going on. You can
Yeah.
subscribe on his X page right there as well. I Fight for Kids. I gotta say, Alex, you're always impressing me with the content you're dropping. I support you on both platforms because you're doing incredible work, and I think our audience should do the same as well. So head on over there and do just that. Alex, thanks for coming on the show. I know you're on the road catching more creeps. We appreciate your time as always.
Absolutely. Thank you, Breanna. We appreciate y'all always too. So we'll talk real soon.
If you haven't done so already, make sure you head over to your favorite podcasting platforms and search for The Breanna Morello Show because we are available there. I promise you, you're going to love it. Tons of exclusives dropping soon, and you're not going to want to miss out on that. So if you're a fan of Spotify, Apple, Amazon, all of your favorite podcasting platforms, I promise you, we are there. Just search The Breanna Morello Show. Follow me on social media. You know my favorite thing to do is to cook, and so I am a big fan of hitting the grill. And you guys know I'm a steak expert. So I recently found an incredible line of American Wagyu that gets delivered straight to your door. Best part, no mRNA vaccines. And the farm is owned by a family in Missouri. It is a small farm, And so they personally are the ones taking care of these cattle. You got to head over right now to ozarkwagyu.com. That's ozarkwagyu.com. They have an incredible sale going on right now. And when you use promo code BREE, you get additional savings just for listening to today. Let me tell you some of the things I got in my last order. I definitely stocked up on those Wagyu hot dogs. They're incredible. It's all beef, no mystery meat like the other stuff. So you're going to want to grab those. I'm also a big fan of the Denver steak. If you have family, this is a great one. I myself could eat. It takes about 2 days to eat the whole thing, but I eat it myself. It's incredible. You're definitely gonna want to snag this one. It is marble. It's so beautiful, and it's not. It doesn't taste fatty, but it's incredible. I hate saying melt in your mouth, but that's how good it is. It melts in your mouth. So head over to ozarkwagyu.com. Take a look around. There are so many items that could get delivered to your door. Support a farmer, a local farmer in the great state of Missouri, and head over to ozarkwagyu.com and use promo code BREE. That's promo code BRE to save.